Hi, my name is Felicia, and I'm being compelled to talk about the healing process. So, this is going to be episode 1 in starting the healing journey after losing somebody that you love very much. The first thing that you should do is shift your perspective, um, tearing down limiting beliefs. And the first thing about a limiting belief is that you believe that life doesn't exist after death. You believe that's just the final thing, but that's not the final. Life does live on even though someone's not physically here with you anymore. And so you have to shift your perspective and tear down that limiting belief, because that's the first limiting belief. When I first found out that I took a DNA test in 2020, May of 2020, and oh yeah, and at the end of the month, I had my DNA results and found out who my real father was. You're devastated because I already knew that he had passed away in 2003. And so it's like I'm a little nervous. You begin to go, what if? You have to shift again. Your whole perspective has to change. You cannot sit there and go, what if. You cannot live in the past in this particular moment of you know um, losing somebody that you love. You have to shift your perspective into thinking, you know what, they're still here with you, and you have to realize that there is life after death. When people die, their soul, their soul is still around. And a part of you realizing that, along with shifting your perspective, along with realizing that, is you have to open your heart. And how you open your heart is not getting to know Jesus. And it doesn't matter what your religion is. It really doesn't. Because all the religions out there are valid to a certain a point. They're true. And but not in its entirety. No religion is entirely correct. There's bits and pieces from each religion that you really need to learn and take from. So again, a limiting belief is limiting yourself into one religion and going, that's it, because it's not it. There's truth within every religion. So again, that's another thing, opening yourself up to saying there is more out there, because there really is more out there. Opening your heart to receiving love from the divine, from spirit. That is what you need to do. So shift your perspective into thinking, yes, there is something beyond life here. Your loved one is not physically here with you, but in spirit they are. And there's different reasons, there's different ways in which how they express themselves to you, you know? And like I dance like my dad. So that's one way that you can connect. When my grandma is a very known cook in Wichita, Kansas. She cooked all the time. So when I smell fried chicken, I know that's her. I know that's her. You know, it's connecting to the divine. You have to open your heart. And you open your heart by getting to know Jesus. Okay, I'm back. Interrupted. But anyways, it's about hey, I'm doing a video.
Oh. Wait, you calling me?
Yeah.
Well, you got make a note on that. I took to sleep.
No, I know, but I need you to be quiet for a little bit, please. Okay, never mind. Go ahead. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Why? Why?
Because you're not really bothering me. You're really not. I'm gonna be honest. Um, Opening your heart, and realizing that it's not. It's realizing that you can get to know that person a little bit more through spirit. I think as a society, we are stuck on how the person got taken away from us and not realizing that, and even as painful as that, because I've had a lot of people murdered in my family. So it's not like I'm not speaking from experience. I am speaking from experience because trying to tell you that it's more to just sitting in that pain because of somebody that was taken from you. We are stuck on, okay, he was shot, or somebody did this, or somebody did that. We're so stuck on that that pain, that moment, or what was he going through? Sometimes we see people that we love on camera being unalived. So it's I'm trying to think if I said a word. Anyways, we have to not be so stuck on how the person was taken from us and think about the lesson in it. Because there's always a lesson. As painful as it is, there's always a lesson that you have to learn from. And if you are able to teach other people how you get past that pain, I want to do more and more videos about this, about how you heal from pain of losing a loved one, because it's not easy. It's an ongoing, consistent thing that you have to go, especially when memories come up and you're just like, I remember this, I remember that. But again, also there's always a lesson, if my cousin was murdered in 2003, if he would have kept on living, I don't think his life would have been any better than what it was. So you have to kind of think about that. There's a lot of people now that are coming out and expressing their feelings and talking about the pain that they have lost somebody, talking about the pain and how you don't get over it, you just learn to cope with it. And learning how to cope with it is, understanding that, it's just learning how to cope with it, because it's always going to be there. It's not something that's going to go away. So you have to surrender, shift your perspective, expand your mind, open your heart, get to know Jesus. Or if there is another Jesus form within your religion that helps heal, you can use that master, that ascendant master too. I just wanted to share my first episode. This is going to be my first episode in starting the healing journey, and how do you learn to cope with losing a loved one in a violent way. Because this is not something that you just heal from and then it's over and done with. This is a continuing healing journey that you need to take. And with each cycle, or each spiral that you go through, or each, because it's a cycle of guilt, shame, fear, you're angry, you're sad, you're crying, you're depressed. It's a cycle. And each time you go through the cycle, you learn something different. So my name is Farisha, and we're going to be starting the healing journey. And how do you heal from losing a loved one?